disease.
Today, the Eating Disorders Coalition will meet with lawmakers in Washington to lobby for more funding. Now, this comes after yesterday's mom march outside the U.S. Capitol. Faith Yesner is a mom from Philadelphia. She was one of hundreds there to march to raise awareness for children across the country who suffer from eating disorders. Yesner says her daughter has been battling anorexia for 6 years, and she says lawmakers need to do more to fight this dangerous and deadly illness.
Please, open your eyes to the seriousness of this. Your children are dying. It could happen to you, and we need action, and you guys can help us.
She and the other demonstrators also called for more research and more education.
Hundreds of mothers gathered outside the Capitol building today to rally for awareness of eating disorders. They call the event Mothers and Others March. The goal is to educate Congress and raise awareness about the disease. They came all the way from a lot of places, including San Diego, where one local mom helped her then 15-year-old daughter get through the disease 3 years ago.
No matter how hopeless it feels, never, ever give up. I have heard stories that I have even given up hope. It's like there's no way, and they are thriving just like my daughter is.
The group says 20% of people with serious eating disorders die without treatment, but only about 2 or 3% do when they are properly treated.
Well, hundreds of mothers from across the U.S. are taking the eating disorder fight to Washington, D.C. Today they held a mom rally on Capitol Hill. That's short for Mothers and Others March. They say they're fed up with eating disorders and the lack of treatment options. They want to educate Congress and raise awareness to take stigma away from treatment. An attorney from Northridge made the trip.
Need to get awareness out there, and then Congress also needs to look at the issue of insurance companies and the control they have over how they decide whether to pay benefits. And it's a crisis out there. Eating disorders kill people.
Organizers say 20% of people with serious eating disorders die without treatment, but that number drops to 2 to 3% when patients receive proper treatment.
St. Francis states.
Mothers from across the country want to change the way Americans deal with eating disorder treatment. They marched on Washington in purple shirts to raise awareness and influence federal policy. Eating disorders are the deadliest of all mental illnesses. These mothers argue there's not enough access to treatment, and experts say more training is necessary.
Physicians, psychiatrists, they don't know what to do, and it's time that changed.
Men, women, and children can suffer from anorexia and bulimia as early as age 5.
A group of activists is committed to changing minds about a deadly group of mental illnesses, eating disorders. That group rallied on Capitol Hill today, urging Congress to pass legislation that calls for new research and education on eating disorders, as well as appropriate treatment. They say that 20% of people with serious eating disorders die without treatment. One local participant who lost a friend to this illness says she's frustrated.
The moms and dads who are here today who have lost their loved ones didn't have to, and that's why we needed to pass. It's just ridiculous. This is a totally treatable disease, and I don't know what it's going to take, like a member of Congress to lose their son or daughter to an eating disorder, but we need their help and we welcome it.
The activists are hoping to make today's rally an annual event.